Well, the glimmer of Tiger Woods' Masters victory hasn't even worn off yet, and we've already arrived at our next major, the PGA Championship, which will be held in our own backyard at Bethpage Black on Long Island this week. And for more on this tournament, let's bring in one of the competitors. He is assistant pro at Westchester Country Club, and he just won the PGA Professional Championship. Alex Beach, thanks so much for coming in, man.
Well, thanks for having me.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you still on cloud nine?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's been a few weeks since that, so you've had a chance to kind of decompress and point your attention towards the PGA Championship. But I think this is a really good time to kind of, I guess, identify the difference between a tour pro and a golf pro. So sure. How can you identify that for us?
I think the easiest way to identify that would be what we do every day. Club pros like myself are often at country clubs teaching, running tournaments, running a golf operation, and playing on the side. Where a tour pro would focus pretty much every hour of every day finding a way to get better and play golf and treat that as their full-time job.
And while we would love to see you as the champion, what would be your benchmark for success this week?
Just enjoying the week. If I can go out there and play 36 good holes of golf, I think I can compete at some level. It's going to be tough, and there's some outside factors that I'm not necessarily used to. But one shot at a time, just like golf, and we'll see what happens.
Bethpage Black has been host to a couple of majors. Matter of fact, 2002, Tiger Woods won a major at the U.S. Open there at Bethpage Black. We have certainly seen his resurgence, in the past few weeks. And in the past couple of years, we've started to see his skill set kind of return. How would you match where his skill is right now compared to where it can be?
I think his skill is still unmatched. To go through what he's gone through personally, physically, it was so impressive to see what he did at the Masters, winning twice again after kind of the whole injury thing happened. I think the issue is a lot of players got really good in the time that he was gone. And they
because of him, most likely.
For sure.
Because of his inspiration.
Correct. I think a lot of those young guys on tour today really grew up watching Tiger, and that probably fueled their fire to get good, and they're fearless. And I think that's the one factor he may not have anymore is people being afraid of him. But his skill is unmatched, and I hope he goes out and plays well.
I just wonder whether or not the Masters victory takes the load off of his back, or does that put him in the same pressure-packed situation that he was always in for like a 10-year period? What do you think?
I think it's a testament to his work ethic. He's a very competitive person. He wants to be the best in the world, and to prove that he still can be, especially on a national stage like the Masters, I think was a huge a victory for him, as well as the game of golf. And it's going to be exciting to see the energy that he brings to Bethpage.
Bethpage, boy, that is a daunting challenge. It says 7,200 yards, but it might be 7,500 yards right now. But here's the one thing that really surprised me most. The widest fairway is 28 yards. That is the narrowest fairways on the PGA Tour. Is there going to be a premium off the tee?
No question. I played there Wednesday. The rough is thick. The greens are firm and fast. And Bethpage is a carry golf course. You have to carry it from the tee to the fairway over bunkers and hazards. And then you have to carry the ball onto the green over the same type of stuff. So if you're playing from the rough all week, it's going to be very challenging to get it out, to hold the greens, and just the length of the golf course, as you mentioned, the fairways are going to be an absolute premium. You're not going to be able to play from the rough.
And speaking of the rough, I mean, historically, this is the third largest area of rough. About an average of 47 yards per hole outside of the fairway is going to be rough. Here's the thing. Groundskeeper says that because of the weather that we've had and because it's so early in the season, that the rough has not grown in nearly as thick as what we've seen in the past. Are you buying this, that it's going to be a lighter course because of that?
I'm buying it, but I promise you it's still thick.
Okay, compared to the U.S. Open, it's going to be a little easier.
Sure, yeah. Anything relative to a U.S. Open will typically be easier. I know the PGA sets up courses a little different than the USGA. We haven't had the warm nights for great grass-growing weather, but I promise you it's still plenty thick.
Okay, so once you actually get to the greens, they're actually pretty flat greens. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. Our cameras were out there this weekend, and we captured that they weren't using hand rollers. They were actually using industrial strength steam rollers to roll the greens, which means it's most likely going to be a lot quicker.
It's going to be firm. They're great greens. They are flat. flatter.
Yeah.
So once you get to the greens, yeah, you'll have a chance to make putts, make birdies, or save pars. And I think it's going to put a premium on not only hitting fairways, but being able to get on the green. And then if you have a warm putter, you can make some good scores.
What does it say when they're using industrial strength steamrollers to steamroll these greens?
I think it says bring your A game. It's going to be firm. They're going to be fast, but it's a major. That's how it should be.
Yeah. Well, there's no doubt about that. And I would think that it puts such an emphasis on what you can do on the greens. It's almost like you have to make, hey, it takes so much effort just to get there that you almost then have to, do you have to calm down once you get to the greens and change your approach as opposed to being so aggressive? Or is it the other way around?
I think it's a mentality the whole golf course. You've got to take it one shot at a time. You have to be defensive at times, but you also have to pick a few points, if you can find them, to be aggressive, to try and pick up a shot or a half shot on the field. So it's going to be a balance between playing safe and playing smart and hitting great shots. But there are opportunities out there to go for par 5s and 2, or maybe get aggressive with some good hole locations. But it all has to work out pretty well for a good score to happen.
And it sounds like it's going to be interesting weather, which for a course that's so long, if you add wetness to it, now you don't get the roll off the tee that you normally would, and that makes the course even longer.
Correct.
So the weather could play a major role in this week.
It could play a huge role. I don't think we're going to get perfect conditions. If it was played this week, it's been cold and windy and wet. It's going to be a very, very hard golf course. A lot of those forced carries become challenging when it's cold and certainly into the wind. And depending on wind direction, it's going to make a big difference because a lot of the longer holes face the same direction. So it's going to be a bit of a weather-dependent score. Par is going to be a great score on any hole every day, but hopefully it does warm up and we get some nice days. But I think the first part of the week is going to be wet, so it's going to set up the course even tougher.
There's no doubt about that. This is going to be a tough course. It's going to be a challenge for anybody, but then you add this one extra element. The rowdy fans. This course is notorious for having some very rowdy fans out there, which can be a benefit to you if they know that you're from New York and they're cheering for you.
Right.
But also, you probably haven't spent a whole lot of time on a course where you have hundreds of thousands of fans shouting. So which is it? Are you going to be able to use this to your advantage?
I'll try my best. It's a different feeling out there playing in front of that many people. But certainly being in New York now and representing Westchester Country Club and two of the other clubs I've worked at, Baltusrol and Ridgewood, we're going to have a lot of support out there, and I'll feed off it and I'll have fun with it. I hope to hit great shots all week. If you don't, I'm sure we're going to hear a nice cheer. But it is a lot of fun. It's great for them. The environment out there is going to be special. It's going to be loud. It's going to be big. It's going to be very New York, which I think is going to be a blast. I really do.
Yeah. Along with all of that, I guess that infusion of noise, you're the one that's still got to stay calm and make all of those shots. So it's going to be a difficult balance.
It is. It's hard. And that, I think, you asked about the difference between a club pro and a tour pro. I talked to a lot of pros when I played the 2017 PGA Championship, which was my first experience. And I asked them, how long does it take to get used to all of this? The media, the cameras, the fans, and a lot of them said 3 to 5 years. So this is time number 2 for me and one for many of the other PGA professionals playing. So you do the best you can with it. You have fun with it. It's a great game. It doesn't give you a lot. So you take the little chances you have and make the best of it. But at the end of the week, everyone's going to look back and have a great time, whether they played well or not. And I think it's going to be a good tournament.
Well, you've got some new fans here, and hopefully we'll get some fans out there cheering for you as well. He is the golf pro at Westchester Country Club. He's going to be playing in the PGA Championship this week at Bethpage. Alex, thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.